Hey, what's up, guys? Tony here, and welcome to week 4 of the NFL season, and also week 4 of Scott McLean's Be a Superstar. Gosh, I can't believe I totally forgot about it. It's like NFL Superstar. I've been playing like hockey and baseball, and I'm like road to the pro superstar thing. So, anyways, week 4, here we go. First and foremost, last week was a very, very bad week for me by comparison to week 2, because I went 13-3 on week 2. Last week, if you guys were keeping track, I went 9-7 in my predictions. So it wasn't the greatest week for me. It was a tough week. Let's just put it that way. It was a very tough week. Teams got beat that I didn't think were going to get beat, such as like New England. I didn't think that the Bills could pull that off, but you know what I can tell you about this is Tom Brady threw 4 picks, but he still threw 4 touchdown passes. I mean, that's unbelievable. That guy is a stud, and I'm not even that much of a Patriots fan, you know. All those guys from New England are totally all over Tom Brady's jock. So, yeah, he's a good quarterback. You can't help but admire the guy for what he has done in this game. So I'm threatening to sound like I'm all over Tom Brady's jock, but I'm not going to be. So Brady, I'm going to put you off. So I went 9-7 last week. Let's get on to predictions this week. And this week is not going to be any easier than last week. I don't know if you guys have taken a look at the schedule yet, but it's a pretty tough one too. So leading off, it's Carolina at Chicago. I'm picking Chicago. I think if Chicago can keep Jay Cutler off of his ass and basically on his feet the whole game, I think the Bears are going to be able to take down the Panthers. Cam Newton might have another superhuman performance. Who knows? Last week it looked like he was human after all. So we'll see. Buffalo and Cincinnati. Buffalo, that's kind of an easy pick right there. I'm thinking that perhaps Buffalo might end up being one of those like undefeated teams coming out of this week. We'll see. Tennessee at Cleveland, I'm going to pick the Titans over the Browns. Detroit at Dallas. Okay, I'm gonna have to amend that last statement. I think that Detroit is gonna beat Dallas. I mean, I think Tony Romo can come out and have a great game, but there's something about Matt Stafford, and he's playing well this season. So I'm picking Detroit. So I think Detroit's undefeated as well right now. I think they're 3-0. So I mean, we'll have 2 potentially undefeated teams going into week 5. Pittsburgh and Houston, and if I'm totally wrong, like I was just looking at the standings and I noticed there's like 3 teams that are undefeated right now or something like that, and I totally skip on like blanking on who the last one is. Anyways, Pittsburgh and Houston. Pittsburgh, New Orleans, Jacksonville. I'm gonna pick the Saints again. I can't help but pick the Saints. It's gotta be the Saints. Here's a good one: Minnesota and Kansas City. I'm gonna pick Minnesota to beat Kansas City. I think Kansas City's kind of due, but I think Minnesota's also kind of due as well. I mean, it's like, which one do you? I'm going to just pick Minnesota. We're going to go with that. They seem to be in better position to actually win a football game than Kansas City. So let's go there. San Francisco and Philadelphia, the Eagles. You know what? I'm going to pick San Francisco because I believe Michael Vick is still out with that broken hand. I mean, it's in his non-throwing hand. I don't know if they can have him play or not. This would be one of those times where what's up, Chris? This would be one of those times I should have probably checked the NFL.com and checked out the scouting report and all that great crap and see what's going on. But I think San Francisco, they're actually surprising me, to be honest, this season. Washington and St. Louis, I'm going to pick Washington. Rex Grossman, he looks like he knows what he's doing now. I don't know what's going on. And St. Louis is, not a bad football team. There aren't any really horrible football teams in the NFL, but I think that Washington's going to beat St. Louis. Giants and Cardinals. I am going to pick the Giants over the Cardinals. And I think I went against the Giants last week and it bit me in my ass. Yeah. So I'm going to go with the Giants this week. Atlanta and the Atlanta Falcons against the Seattle Seahawks. I'm going with Atlanta. It's just another one of those teams. I seem to go with them every single week, don't I? Denver, Green Bay. Green Bay, easy. Green Bay. Denver is in the situation right now. I don't know. Do you guys think that Tebow's going to end up starting by the end of the season? I hope not, because I really don't think Kyle Orton is that bad of a quarterback, but they are certainly clamoring for something new. And maybe Tebow will deliver it to him. I'm not sure. New England and Oakland. I'm going to pick New England. I believe, and this is from what I watched last week, I think the Bills showed the entire NFL what you need to do to beat Tom Brady. And if Oakland's defense, which is significantly better than their offense, if their defense can stop Tom Brady, they'll have a chance. Now, on the flip side, if New England can stop the running game, as I've said the last 3 weeks or 2 weeks, if New England can stop the running game, then they'll have a shot to beat the Raiders. If the Raiders beat the Patriots, that'll really just be interesting to say the least. But I think it's gonna be a good game because New England has a pretty poor defense. They really do. It's just, I think what was the Dolphins when they played them, they had like 400 total offense against them. That's a lot, you know. They got beat up as they did because, you know, the offense of the Patriots is so powerful. So anyways, Miami and San Diego, I am definitely picking the Bolts to win this one. Here's what sucks is our game is, oh, am I going to get sacked? Ooh, good thing I got that thing off. The game is blacked out here in San Diego because they didn't sell enough tickets. I hate that stupid, archaic rule about selling so many tickets. Thursday, by like 1 o'clock or whatever, there needed to be, ooh, it's a horrible pick. The Chargers had to sell something like 7,500 tickets, and they did not get it done, and I don't believe they even got an extension to Friday. They usually get an extension to Friday, but it just kind of makes me mad. It's like, okay, look, it's football season. You guys are clamoring for a winning franchise here in San Diego. Go to a football game. Get that thing on TV. Just because it's the Dolphins doesn't mean it's going to be one of those games that's not going to be a good game. I think people expect poor teams to play poorly and the San Diego Chargers to walk all over them, and that kind of is never really the case. San Diego is a team that plays down to their opponents, and then they also play up to their opponents. We cannot seem to play on a level playing field, you know, just play as we play. It's really weird, and it's very frustrating as a Charger fan. That being said, I think San Diego is going to beat Miami. I hope the offense comes to play this week. Last week, it was kind of frustrating to watch. So let's hope the offense comes to play. And we put a whooping on the Dolphins like we should have against the Chiefs. New Jersey Jets and the Baltimore Ravens. This is another tough one. My gut is telling me the Jets. I'm going to go with the New York Jets over the Ravens, even though the Ravens have always had a stellar defense, and their offense is pretty good too. But there's something about the Jersey Jets and their offense. I just think that maybe Sanchez is going to bring his A game, and I think they're going to beat the Ravens. And then Indianapolis and Tampa Bay. Oh my gosh, this one, I know it's kind of a laugher because I'm like, God, it's the Colts, you know, against the Buccaneers. But I'm gonna pick the Buccaneers to best the Colts. That offense in Indianapolis, that offense is just not clicking, not at all. It's kind of sad. It really is. I mean, how the mighty have fallen. It basically is what I feel like is what's going on with the Colts. I mean, Peyton Manning is a huge part of that offense. He's a huge part of that entire franchise, and have him out, it's gonna kill that team. I don't know. I don't even know if he's gonna be back this season. We'll see. So basically, okay. So last week I went 13-3, or no, last week I went 9-7. The week before I went 13-3. Total, I'm 22-10 on the season. My predictions, not too bad, you know. I got a good record here, you know, 2 KD, and we'll see what happens. Right now, I'm going to mention it in a future commentary because I'm going to make sure I've already recorded the commentary, but I'm going to make sure to post this one tomorrow. I'm having problems with my internet. I don't know exactly what's going on right now, but it's being a big pain in the ass. There's something with my network. I can't get videos uploaded to YouTube, so I have to take them. Usually I'm uploading at school, so I have to upload videos. I'm probably upload a handful of videos tomorrow. I'm going to go to my old community college. They have great internet on a Sunday. I know it's on. No one's going to be there, and it's going to take me like 10 minutes to upload this video instead of an hour, you know, on a network that's being used rather vigorously. That sounds really dirty. But yeah, so I'm sorry, guys. I can't get videos put out every day like I've been wanting to. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use YouTube's They have like a release. You can release them at a future date. So I'm gonna upload them all at the same time. I'm gonna release them. I'll upload this one tomorrow, and then I'll the 3 or 4 videos that I have already I've done. I'll go ahead and release them throughout the week. So, anyways, guys, that's what's been going on with my internet. I'm gonna have to call Cox Communications or my ISP. And I'm going to see what is going on. What is the dealio? That's what I'm going to tell them. What is the dealio? Why is my internet acting all funny? Because it'll get, I don't know, it'll range. It'll either be like 3% to 97%. I've had it at 99%, and I'll have an error kick in. And it does it with multiple browsers. And it's not my browsers. It's definitely my internet. And I don't understand what's going on. I really hope they don't give me that bullshit. They're just like, oh, well, your modem's not supported by our network. Yeah, they've done that before. I'm like, maybe you should just support all modems, What's the dealio with that? NFL talk. I just remember this. A couple weeks back, I meant to mention it last week, but I totally forgot. They did this whole thing about people faking injuries on the defense to get timeouts, get a break to stop the flow of an offense, and they showed on the Giants, it was 2 defenders going down. It was like a soccer match. These both guys just like pretended to pass out, and then one of them jumped back up, and the other guy stayed on the ground. And that was some tight coverage right there. I thought it was kind of funny, and they're talking about how the commissioner is going to get involved because it's affecting the integrity of the game. And I think they had Warren Sapp on there saying, oh, that's just a part of the game, There's a go-down guy. He said there's a go-down guy, and someone on the defense is designated the go-down guy. He pretends to fall down, fake an injury or whatever to stop the flow of the offense. I'm like, what? Who ever heard of that crap? But I guess it's true. Now, so every time there's an injury, I mean, it's like, do we question whether or not the guy's hurt or not? It's crazy. Oh, man. There's a lot of stuff with the NFL. I just hope it doesn't turn into, FIFA shenanigans where people are like, they get kicked in the foot and then they fall over, or they fall over like 30 seconds after they got hit or something. It's crazy. So, anyways, guys, I got 318 points for that game. I think, what did I throw a pick in that one? Nasty. It was nasty. But, so we got to put some speed in there, put some agility in there, 2 points of agility. And I got 238 points left. I'm definitely one of those guys who I like to be a scrambling quarterback, so I kind of try to put stuff into the elusiveness. And here we go, and put some accuracy in there, play action, and what are we gonna do last year? Medium throwing distance. Got 88 points to go. Let's see, what do we do? I should have watched this beforehand. Medium throwing distance. There we go. So anyways, guys, that's been this episode. Hopefully I do better this week than I did last week in my predictions. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing, and I'll talk to you later.